The station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Happening now at 9, covering the entire DMV, calling for a ceasefire. Palestinian protesters took to the streets at Lafayette Square, urging for peace. The alleged mass shooter in Lewiston, Maine is dead. That's according to local police. Now investigators continue their search, looking for answers. And we are stretching your dollar tonight, helping you save when it comes to shopping secondhand.
And after a very warm afternoon, what can we expect for your evening and day on Sunday? We'll be seeing record warmth again on your Sunday. So we'll stick around. I'll have the answer to that question coming up.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us for DC News Now at 9. I'm Daniel Hamburg in for Ben Dennis. We are tracking the latest on the Israel-Hamas war. Israel has launched an expanded ground operation to take out Hamas-controlled tunnels after knocking out communications in Gaza. The IDF also says they struck Hezbollah sites in Lebanon as well. The United Nations General Assembly calling for a humanitarian truce. More than 1,400 Israelis have died. Meantime, according to the health ministry in Gaza, the Palestinian death toll has passed 7,700. Here at home, local Palestinians continue to show their support for those caught in the war. They voiced their opinions around the nation's capital this afternoon. DC News Now's Dave Laval attended the rally.
Things are a lot calmer here at Lafayette Square compared to earlier Saturday afternoon, as local Palestinians and their supporters gathered here to deliver a message throughout the streets of downtown D.C.
Free, free, Palestine! Free, free, Palestine!
A rally cry from thousands of Palestinians as they marched from Lafayette Square. The demonstrators then took their message to 17th Street Northwest.
I'm proud to be from Gaza.
This woman did not give us her name. She's been unable to talk to family back in the region.
No connection. There's no communication anymore. We can't hear anybody.
Israeli forces shut down communications in Gaza Friday and basically cut it off from the world. It's the latest escalation of force by Israeli troops as they signaled they're moving closer to an all-out invasion of Gaza and carry out their vow to crush Hamas terrorists. Diaz Fodi is among those condemning Israel's actions.
It's basic humanity. And the fact is that the Israeli government, the Israeli army, does not look at the Palestinian people as humans. It's the act of dehumanization, exactly what we saw with the Nazis. It's a Nazi agenda.
Demonstrators also object to continued U.S. support of Israel. A national march on Washington to free Palestine will take place next Saturday afternoon at 2 p.m. at Freedom Plaza. At Lafayette Square, Dave Laval, DC News Now.
And American University is stepping up security in the midst of rising tensions on campus over the war in the Middle East. The university says it's now stepping up patrols and visible presence on campus. Earlier this week, anti-Palestinian messaging was found under an office door on campus. That office belongs to a staff member who's Palestinian. And a few days before that, anti-Semitic graffiti was also found on campus. Nationwide, the Department of Homeland Security says the U.S. remains in a heightened threat environment. The agency reports lone offenders motivated by violent ideologies pose the most likely threat. Several lawmakers say they are receiving calls from constituents living in fear, scared to even send their kids to school.
The FBI is taking this threat seriously, but Congress needs to continue to support those efforts. And members of Congress also need to choose their words very carefully.
On Thursday, senators unanimously passed a resolution condemning universities they accuse of allowing students to spread dangerous anti-Semitic messages. And a check of the forecast with meteorologist Scott Sumner. It was beautiful this morning. Temperatures have dipped a little bit. What are we expecting?
Still a mild night as we speak. However, Daniel, we are going to have some showers here overnight, potentially a few sprinkles and showers. That's something we didn't see during the day. 72 degrees, overcast skies. We've got a light southerly breeze out there. Humidity and dew point are a little on the higher side here, and that's based upon the front being a little closer, more clouds and a little bit of moisture in the vicinity as well. Now, granted, most of this moisture has been fairly light, as noted here and seen with our radar satellite over the last couple of hours throughout Pennsylvania, in towards West Virginia, Ohio, and even to a degree moving across portions of western Maryland. But you do see a greater copious amount of moisture back across portions of western Tennessee and Kentucky, up throughout Missouri and into Illinois. And that's going to be moving in here overnight and really into tomorrow as well. So expect a little bit of that to grace us, but temperatures aren't going to deviate too much from where we were today, although they should be hovering around the 80-degree mark, or certainly into the 70s, around the district 79 degrees. But we'll see a trend of cooler temperatures as a front that's off to the west slowly works its way into the region. Notice here by Monday afternoon, the district is at 70, but Pittsburgh's at 45 degrees. And we're looking at a drive time of about, 4.5, 5 hours difference. And there's about a 30-degree temperature difference as well. So yes, some changes coming in store for us. We'll talk about when we'll see those cooler temperatures coming up in a little bit. Daniel.
Thank you, Scott. Well, breaking now, according to TMZ, actor Matthew Perry has died at the age of 54 after an apparent drowning. Police say they found Perry in a jacuzzi at his home in Los Angeles. Perry is one of course, most famous for his role as Chandler Bing on the classic 90s sitcom Friends. This is a developing story. We will continue to bring you more both on air and online at dcnewsnow.com. Now in Hagerstown, Maryland, a funeral for Judge Andrew Wilkinson at St. Anne's Catholic Church saw dozens of people coming out to pay their respects. The circumstances of his killings had much of western Maryland on edge this week. Wilkinson granted full custody of Pedro Argote's children to his wife last Thursday. Hours later, Wilkinson was shot dead in his driveway. Argote was found dead earlier this week. Judge Wilkinson was regarded for his integrity on the bench. He was active in numerous community causes, such as the YMCA and Rotary Service Club.
He was a good judge, one of few, and we need as many good judges as we can. It's a big loss for the community.
We were all shocked over it. You know, it's a very nice community, kind of close-knit, and you know, a lot of people know a lot of people there, and we were all stunned by it.
And that was Jim Ward you just heard from there, a neighbor of the Wilkinson family. Wilkinson is survived by 2 children and his wife, Stephanie. She tells DC News Now she is touched by the outpouring of support from the community. Now, Montgomery County Police believe a 15-year-old is responsible for calling in a fake bomb threat against Paint Branch High School. The threat disrupted classes for about 2 hours Thursday before officers gave an all clear. The 15-year-old is being charged with making threats of mass violence as a juvenile. Now, this news comes 2 days after we learned a 12-year-old was behind 7 recent bomb threats at 3 different schools in Montgomery County. Because of the 12-year-old's age, however, they cannot be charged under Maryland law. Well, DC News Now is your local election headquarters. New data out of Virginia says thousands of Virginians may have been removed from the voter rolls when they shouldn't have been. Earlier this month, the Department of Elections told our sister station in Richmond that about 275 people had been wrongly removed. The department is now admitting the number of people impacted is more than 10 times that. The department says nearly 3,400 eligible voters were taken off the rolls after Virginia State Police mistakenly classified certain people with probation violations as having a new felony conviction that would disqualify them from voting. Governor Glenn Youngkin's elections office tells our sister station most of the eligible voters impacted have had their registrations reinstated. And the Department of Elections says they've worked with state police to ensure this doesn't happen again. If you're planning to vote early in Virginia, polling locations are open. Virginia state law requires localities to open early voting locations on the 2 Saturdays prior to Election Day. That means today and next Saturday you can cast your early ballot from 8 a.m. until 5 p.m. in most places.
A same-day registration is in essence a voter registration application on a provisional envelope. They'll cast a provisional ballot that will be inserted into that envelope and sealed and brought back to us to be considered by our electoral board.
So if you want to vote next Saturday, you are voting early. All you need to do is show up at your local registrar's office or a satellite voting location with proper identification, such as a passport, voter registration card, or driver's license. Well, high school graduates in Maryland now have a service year option. Governor Westmore says it's the first of its kind in the nation. Members earn at least $15 an hour and work at least 30 hours a week, gaining skills in their area of interest. That's in addition to working with support coaches to develop and refine their post-service plans, whether that includes college, career, or continued service. Participants will earn a completion award of $6,000 that can be used as a direct payment or as a deposit into a Maryland 529 education account. Well, festivities for the 48th Annual Marine Corps Marathon kicked off today in Arlington. The big race is tomorrow, but several events already took place today. And with an expected 30,000 runners, there are a ton of road closures you need to know about. Let's take a look here at this entire marathon route. To help people get to and from the race, Metro service is starting 2 hours early at 5 a.m. It'll be quite an undertaking. Again, at least 30,000 runners expected tomorrow, and many more than that are expected to line the streets to watch. A heads up for commuters. WMATA has announced Redline closures coming in December as they make critical safety repairs to the track. There will be no Redline service between DuPont Circle and Gallery Place, scheduled from December 18th to the 30th. Orange, blue, and silver lines will be running at Metro Center. However, both entrances on G Street Northwest will be closed. And from December 22nd to the 24th, the Judiciary Square location will be closed.